Hello everyone, we are here to develop our test automation framework step by step. By the end of this video, starting from zero, we will create our very first automated test case. I am Zekeriya, managing partner of Quality Museum. With my amazing team, we brought companies from no testing to end-to-end testing. We have implemented complete testing culture up to $100 million projects that includes manual testing, test automation, and performance testing. Let's get started. We are going to use Java, Selenium, and TestNG. Before we start, what you just need to download and install is an IDE. We don't need to install anything else. I am going to use IntelliJ as my IDE. You can go to their website and download it. It's pretty straightforward. There are paid and community versions. I'm using community version and it's free. All the links are in the description, including the source code. We are going to create our first project. I want to name it as QM Test Automation Framework. Keep location default. Language is Java, built with Maven. I will choose Oracle Open JDK, which is an open source, and free JDK. I have downloaded it previously, but I will delete and download it again. Click Create. And now we have our first project created. POM.xml file will welcome us in the beginning. Here we will add a couple of dependencies. First of all, Selenium, then TestNG, then WebDrivers, and also a couple of other things which we will not talk about at the moment. Other than POM.xml file, under src folder, there are main and test folders. Since we are creating tests, we will go to test and create a Java class under the Java folder. I will name it sample test. We will import Selenium, TestNG, and WebDriver. I see that those libraries are read and not resolved yet. This is because when we add dependencies, we should reload the project. You can right-click on the POM.xml file, Maven, and reload it. Then it should be okay. We are creating our first test functions. It starts with add test annotation. I'm calling my function's name test search text because what we will do is we will go to DuckDuckGo and search for a text. For those who are not familiar with DuckDuckGo, it's a search engine like Google, but way more private. I am not using Google search engine for a very long time. We are initializing WebDrivers. We are using Chrome WebDriver. First page we want to open is duckduckgo.com. To make sure we are doing it right, I want to print the page title to console. After opening the web page, our first command will be typing Van Gogh into the search bar. We will get the text box and send keyboard commands to it. We use the driver.findElement function to get the web element. I will open the browser and see how I can get it. Click F12 to open Browser Inspector or right-click and then click Inspect to see all elements. When I click text box, I see that it has an ID. I will use this ID to locate my text box element. Using by.id method, I can locate the element. Then I'm typing Van Gogh on this web element with sendKeys function. Now I want to check if everything is fine. I will run our test to see what we have done so far. Go to your test file, right-click, and run your test file. Great, seems like it's working. But the browser is still open and it is required to close the browser after each execution. I'm adding driver.quit at the end of the function. Let's run again. It's closed, but it's closed very fast. Now I'm adding 5000 millisecond sleep to see results for 5 seconds. I got an error because I need to throw an exception. Let's add and run again. Perfectly done. Next, what I want to do is click the search button, get the first results, and make sure that it has the text which I was looking for. In this case, it's Van Gogh. Our approach is very simple. First, locate the web element, and then send commands to it. I'm going to browser, find search button, get ID, locate the web element, and then click it. I'm going to find the test results, all highlighted, get ID, locate web element, and then this time I will verify that it has Van Gogh inside the text. Let's print and see if we got the results correctly. I got the text. Now I am using the assert method to verify that the result is as I expect. Great. The test is passed. I changed sleep to 1 second because I don't want to wait 5 seconds each time. I am changing the verification text to something else and see that my test will fail. It will ensure that my test will fail when it really needs to fail. Let's run it again. Yes, it's failed. You can also see which line is causing the test to fail. Alright, we are done. We have created our first test automation script, and also follow us if interested in test automation because we are going to improve our test automation framework step by step. You can also check out my previous video and see why we need test cases from manager's perspective. I will see you later.